This is Essie Featured. This is the power of sports.
It all happened so abruptly. It definitely changes you as a person. So many different things were taken from me that day. What was my purpose for being there?
Jacksonville 911, location of your emergency.
My life's changed forever and it's out of my control.
Tim O'Leary Anselimo is trying to take back control. A year ago, the 26-year-old was riding high after turning his passion for video games into a professional esports career.
I started playing at local events just for really, really small cash prizes while I was in high school, and I would see that I would either make it really far or even win some of them, and I was like, okay, well, I'm pretty good at this.
For the cheese! For the fettuccine! This is what I do, man! This is what I do!
By 2018, Tim was padding his pockets with the winnings from local tournaments. That year, the NBA 2K League was born, the first of its kind, backed by its real-world league.
To be chosen as one of the best 102 players in the inaugural season, it was definitely an emotional day.
With the 8th pick of the second round in the 2018 NBA 2K League draft, Bucks Gaming selects O'Leary.
Tim, who plays under the name O'Leary for Larry Bird, quickly emerged as a natural leader and defensive force. He was one of 3 finalists for Defensive Player of the Year.
And he'll get a shot blocked by Larry.
Seeing the play before it happens, I'm usually the person that's always talking about rotations and help defense and double teams and things like that just come from natural basketball experience.
Shot blocked. Larry! Dropping the hammer!
In August, 1 week after the season, Tim was home in Florida when his friends convinced him to enter another esports event, a Madden 19 qualifying tournament in Jacksonville.
The night before, they were just like, dude, you have to go. You're beating up on us. What's the worst that happens? You still play 2K.
I just thought it was gonna be another event. So I said, I know you're gonna win. Have a great time. I didn't tell him be careful because I never felt a be careful was necessary because it was a video game event.
That was the smallest venue I've ever been to. It didn't seem fitting for any type of tournament, whether it was Madden or any other game. I was watching my friend Chris, who plays by Gamertag W. I was watching his game, and I was standing close to him, and just heard a loud noise.
Excuse me, not an easy. Oh. Oh, what are you shooting with? Oh.
I thought it was like a balloon. I hear another one, and I'm like, I look, and I saw him holding the gun with 2 hands and shooting in the direction of where Larry and all of them were standing.
And I heard the second or third shot. After that, it was just basically survival mode. I just tried to look for the closest cover. And I kind of looked to see where he was, and we made eye contact, and that's when the only shot I really remember is that's when he shot me in the chest.
Jacksonville 911, location of your emergency.
The shooting broke out at the Pizza Place Gas Computer.
I don't know if I even told him no, please don't. I don't really remember, but I just know that looking at him and looking at that laser on that gun, it was just like I was staring into a demon, like a possessed person.
Someone here did active shooter. Please send people immediately. There's a dead body. To be honest with you, I really don't even want to leave my location. Where's Larry go, yo?
Almost looked like a store opening on Black Friday. Everybody was just trying to rush through this one tiny exit door in the back because where he was standing was the other way out. I made a run for it, and that's when he shot me again.
2 storefronts down, Jordan Williams was at work.
I heard a few noises, but I just played it off and like kept working until the woman ran inside saying they're shooting. That's just when my mind went blank. Right when I ran outside, I seen about 30 or 40 people running, screaming, and then that's when I locked eyes with Tim and I just saw blood. And I met Tim right here at this gate. I sat him down and started dressing his wounds until I got him inside to the back corner, where we got in the back of the kitchen with the rest of the people that came from Chicago Pizza.
Tim had been shot 4 times, once in the chest, once in the side, and twice in his right hand.
His hand was pretty bad, like his fingers was kind of hanging from a thread. I put it back in place, held it together, and wrapped it up.
Felt like I was bleeding out. I felt like I lost too much blood. Everything kind of started getting dark.
Doctors performed surgery on his life-threatening injuries, but were unable to remove the bullet from his chest. Once his condition stabilized, they turned their attention to Tim's hand, which would require reconstruction.
Once he said that you're stable right now, I kind of peeked over at my hand and just saw my thumb just barely being attached to the rest of my hand, and I was just like, well, video games are over for me. I gotta find a new career.
His injury was quite significant. He's very reliant on very rapid response times with small digital motion. And unfortunately, with such a devastating kind of injury, he could lose a lot of that rapid response time.
One joint in my thumb was pretty destroyed. So probably no mobility at that joint for the rest of my life.
10 people were shot at the Madden 19 qualifying tournament in Jacksonville. 2 were killed. Elijah Clayton, known as True Boy, and Taylor Robertson, known as Spot Me Please. The gunman, a participant in the event, also killed himself. Less than a month after the shooting, while still recovering from his injuries, Tim learned that Bucks Gaming would not be bringing him back for a second season. He would, however, be eligible for the expansion draft the following month.
After being released and then the injury, I'm just like, wow, things aren't really in my favor now, as far as just getting back into this league. I just remember telling my friends and family that were visiting, like, I just need one person or one organization, one team to believe in me, because I'm gonna get past this.
I just got told in my ear the third pick for Timberwolves Gaming is going to be none other than O. Larry.
Tim was selected by Minnesota and, a few days later, traded to Cleveland.
Cavs Legion was good. First of all, I want to say thanks to everybody in the organization for believing in me and trusting me, and I'm excited, man. I'm ready to get out to Cleveland today and get to work with the guys, man. Let's get it.
Tim spent the offseason working out.
Try to keep that around like the same intensity for 90 seconds.
And going to physical therapy.
It's weird, whenever I go kind of like this way, I can kind of feel something like rubbing on the inside.
Like down by the base of your scar? Sorry, I know you felt that.
Unfortunately, 100% has never been in the picture for me, and my thumb would never be able to do what it used to as far as movements, grasping, support.
Here we go, here we go. And then bring your thumb down. Bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down.
He is also perfecting a new grip on his controller, one where his index finger does the work that his thumb used to.
If somebody who is a guitarist or a pianist breaks a finger or something, they have to find ways to continue to go about their career the best way that they can. And that's kind of what I've been doing with my thumb, just finding ways around it.
I don't know how many people would be able to still play at a high level using their index finger. If I lost my thumb, I'd be retired.
Physically, Tim is doing well, but mentally, he struggles.
I still suffer from a fair amount of PTSD. I've had a lot of nightmares, being shot in my sleep and just kind of jumping out of it. When I first got home from the hospital, I was taking a shower and I had dropped the bottle of shampoo trying to wash my hair. From the impact of the bottle hitting the tub, I ran out of the shower, and it wasn't something I had control of. Like, my brain told me it was gunshots and run.
3 weeks before the official start of the season, Tim is scheduled to return to the gaming stage for the first time since Jacksonville.
Today's just been a build-up. It's kind of hard to just, ease your way back into it, but you kind of don't want to give up your career and what you love to do, so just kind of try to find a way to build the strength to get back out there.
Larry gets his hands on that pass.
Give me that. I mean, it's easy.
At the end of the day, you have to realize who you're trying to play against.
I blocked it. Just a lot of emotion, obviously, getting back out here and, first event in so many months and after everything that happens. But once you kind of put that headset on and get back in your zone, you just start having fun again.
There is no fresh start, no reset button to erase what Tim has been through. But he chooses to push forward, to play on, the one thing he can control.
This second chance means everything to him. Now he's not only a survivor, but he's got to show that he's a warrior. He's got to show that he's a champion. He's got to show that his second chance was for a reason.
The highlight of the night definitely was when he stole the ball and then got a dunk and got up and yelled, "I'm back."
There's days I just wake up and feel the bullet in my body and look at my hand, and it's a constant reminder, so it's hard. But the fact that I'm able to still play games and the fact that I'm still pursuing this as a career in season 2 does remind me that I'm more than a victim.